My name is Allison Thompson. I'm the director at Marshall Public Library.
Okay,
And your name is Fred Dykstra.
that's right.
And you are at Burnside's Community Health Center in Marshall, Illinois.
Uh-huh.
Today is August 7th, 2019. Today is August 7th, 2019. Mm-hmm. And we're going to try to refresh your memory on a few things that happened during World War II. Can you tell me what military branch you were in?
Military branch, well, that's difficult. It's difficult for me to tell you which branch. I can explain to you that I was in charge of a big motor transport unit.
Okay.
That and my job was to take charge of this unit. And take charge also of the men that under me, I had a big crew of men that had so many jobs that they had to take care of, because we had to take these all these jeeps. Had them taken jeeps and trucks. Mm-hmm. So to have them prepared for combat duty as soon as they could get them. So at that time, these men, in fact, I had, this is kind of odd for today now, but back then, the head office had sent men down to me, mm-hmm. and they were at that time they were colored, mm-hmm. And that was odd, because that was just the start of them being mm-hmm. Part of a unit. So I didn't like their job, but I got it. So here's the way I handle it. I had 12 or 13 men, or 14 men sent down to me daily, and they were sent home to their barracks daily, to where their living quarters were at. You know, we didn't communicate really well back then. Mm-hmm. But so my method was to do this. When I got the men down there, I had some what we called it's hard for me to say, but we we made big pits, and these big pits was like places for deep, we had them deep so two men could work down there together. And sometimes one, it varied. And I made it very clear to these men that I expected each man to carry on their job, and each day. And if they didn't, well, then I forget how I put it. I just you do your job. The next day, down in the pits, spraying was black tar to keep these vehicles in shape. So I said, if they did their job daily, they weren't expected to go the next day. That's the way it would go. So otherwise, some of them would goof off, and I wouldn't get the work out of them that I needed. Mm-hmm. So I let them know that you do your job, tomorrow or the next day or whatever.
What years were you in the military?
I was in the military 3
years?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah.
Were you in the Army?
No, I was in the Marine Corps.
Marine Corps. Do you remember what unit you were?
I was in a third base depot.
Third base?
The third base depot, yes.
You said that each day 12 to 14 men would come to you each day?
No, they didn't stay with me. They were there daytime. They were daytime units.
So
they'd go back to their base that night, in the evening. The day was done,
So you had new men you met every day?
Yes.
So where did a lot of these men go when they left? They went back to their barracks, and then did they go to battle? Or after the men left you and went to their barracks,
yeah.
What would they do then? Would they go to battle?
Get a bottle.
Battle? Like would they have combat anywhere after they left you?
Well, I can't say because when military was through with me, I didn't know what they did.
Right.
What they were. I don't think they were off as far as I knew. They were in the evening, you know.
Right.
So
How was their attitudes, their morale, knowing that so many people were being killed? How did they feel about the war?
didn't say much about it. Not like we were. Yeah. They didn't say much about it either. They were about like we were.
How did you feel?
I took it. I was a kid anyway. I was about 20, 21, 20, something like that. And now I was in there to get the war over with. That's all.
Is that how most people felt? Let's get the war over with?
Well, we did our job and that was it, you know. And that's about it.
What do you think people need to remember about this war? What is it that we're forgetting? There's not many World War II veterans left. There's not many of you left.
No, there isn't. No, there isn't.
What do we need to know? What does my generation need to know about World War II?
What your generation should know? Well, we were in there for a purpose, and that's what that's what we stood for. And after I got the pits all done, well then my crew was made lesser, and of course not only did I have the black boys. Of course, I treated them just like I would, and I'm glad I did.
Mm-hmm.
Just like when I come over here for Pearl Harbor or after the war, and all the crew and
you saw them mistreated?
What?
You saw people of color mistreated when you came home?
How was that?
Were you trying to say that you saw people who were of color being mistreated when you came home from the war?
No, it wasn't that. They knew they were going to have to. Naturally, with that size men, cool men, and
mm-hmm.
if they could goof off and get away with it, they do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I don't blame them.
Mm-hmm.
But I told them what their job was, and when their work was, and do your job, and you won't be back the next day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
it sounds like you were fortunate not to be on the battlefield.
That's right. Well,
did you lose?
Later I did.
You were on the battlefield?
Yes.
Can you tell me about the battlefield experience?
Well,
what battle were you in?
I wasn't in the battles.
Okay.
I still run the units, and see, I was just a young kid too, but I had the job to do, so and.
Tell me about your friends when you came home from the war who had been in the battles. How were they?
They were okay. They were okay. They didn't talk about it, and I didn't either. I didn't, I had enough of that, for so.
Did you lose any friends during the war?
Yes. And I never kept in touch with them though. No, and they didn't really. No, we didn't keep in touch.
Did any of them pass away, die during the war? Any of your friends pass away or die during the war?
Oh yes.
How was when you came back from the war? America was a little different. How was America different after the war?
It's hard for me to say. It's hard for me to say.
The industry had changed.
Pardon?
The industry, manufacturers had changed.
Well, it started to pick up, and fortunately, I got a job where I wanted.
And where did you work after the war?
After the war, let's see, let me think here a minute. Well, I was, like I said, I was a punk kid, yeah, and I got a job in the as a Marine. Let's see. As a Marine, not Marine, but I was a young, let me say,
Did you marry? Did you ever get married? Did you have a family?
Did I,
After the war, did you get married?
Yes. Yes. And
what was her name? What was your wife's name?
Oh. Can't hardly remember anymore. We didn't stay married very long.
Did you marry a second time?
Oh, yes. Yes, I did.
How many times were you married?
Well, 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2. And a third time.
Were you married 3 times? So, what was your third wife's name?
Well, she's with me yet. She's with me yet.
Is she here?
No, she's in that other little place here.
Good. Good. What's her name?
Eleanor.
Eleanor. And do you have any children?
No.
No children?
No.
No. So, back to the war. Were you drafted? Did you volunteer? How did you go into the war? Were you required? Were you drafted to go into the war?
Well, it was going to be mandatory, no doubt about it, so I went in.
Okay. Did you receive any medals or service awards?
No, I didn't. I didn't even look for them. And I didn't if I had been in the real hard fights, I suppose if I had some coming, I'd have looked at it, but I wouldn't even look for the medals at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So.
And what was your rank? Your highest rank while you were in the military?
The rank that I became.
Mm-hmm. Your highest rank.
Pardon?
What was your rank in the military or in the Marines?
I became a corporal.
Do you have any pictures?
No.
No pictures of you in the Marines?
Oh, yeah, very few.
Very few?
Yeah.
How could we look at them? Who has them?
Who what?
Who has your pictures?
Who I have them?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'd like to know.
Would your wife have your pictures of you in the military?
Oh, she didn't pay much. She wasn't much taking pictures anyway.
Yeah.
No, she didn't pay much attention to that.
Yeah.
And I didn't worry too much about it either, really.
Right. So the library is thinking, we're trying to get a Holocaust exhibit at the library. It's like a traveling museum.
Yeah.
Why do you think it would be good for us to have a museum about the Holocaust at the library? Why do you think that would be good for Marshall?
I don't know. What would be good about it, really?
Mm-hmm.
You tell me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was a terrible event in our history.
Yeah, yes, it was. It certainly was.
It was terrible. And many people don't remember it.
Well, many of them weren't here to remember.
No.
So
Why should we remember it?
yeah. Why should I?
Why should we? Why should we remember it?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people your generation, a lot of people who were in the war, they don't want to remember it.
No, they don't.
But for me, my generation,
Yeah, that's,
why should we remember it? Do you? I guess
I don't say you should.
Do you think?
I don't say that.
Do you think that it could help us not make the same mistakes?
Listen, we made that same mistake. Second World War,
Mm-hmm.
and we were on the brink of the third.
Mm-hmm.
Here not too long ago. So who knows what?
Mm-hmm.
You get in with these crazy Russians and you don't know what they're going to pull,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't know.
Is there anything else that you can think of about the war that you want to tell me?
Well, I can't really say there is. The only thing I wanted to do, I wanted serve. I wanted to serve honorably, and I wanted I wanted to come home if I could. And I was fortunate that I got to run like that motor transport unit, and
Thank you for talking with me.
okay.
Thank you very much.